Today, we are going to discuss the chapter Towards the Gangetic Plain. And here, we are going to discuss an important topic of this chapter. Do you know the two important religions that acquired acceptability in society and influenced people heavily during the 6th century BC? Yes, very good. Buddhism and Jainism. So today we are going to discuss about Buddhism and Jainism. Here you can see a story. Can anyone read this story? Okay, you can read this story.
It was a spring season. The prince was standing in the garden enjoying the beauty of the nature. Over there, the snow-capped Himalayas stand tall. The prince stood there all engrossed in the splendor of the nature. He then noticed a flock of wild swans flying. Wow, what a beauty! Suddenly, one among the swans fell down in front of the prince. An arrow had pierced on its body. The prince ran to it and lay down in his lap. He gently removed the arrow. He plucked leaves from the medicinal plants in the garden and applied its juice on its wound. The love and care of the prince soothed the swan. It was then that Devadatta, the cousin of the prince, approached him. He shouted, "Return to me the swan that I shot." For this, the prince answered, "Killing this innocent creature is a sin. All living beings on the earth have a right to live freely in this world. No one is nobody's honor." When the argument worsened, the dispute was taken to the royal court. On hearing the pleas raised by both sides, the king said, "The savior owns more right than the slave. So, the prince is its honor." The prince later let the swan free.
What is the moral of this story? Yes, the story tells us the need to be compassionate to all living beings, and this concept is called ahimsa. Then, which is the religion founded by Sri Buddha? Yes, Buddhism. So, in first, we are going to discuss about the religion Buddhism. Here, you can see the words given by Sri Buddha. Can anyone read this? Okay.
I do not know the mystery of God, but I know the misery of man. Sri Buddha.
Sri Buddha said, "I do not know the mystery of God, but I know the misery of man." Then, what all can you make out from his words? Yes, Sri Buddha gave importance to human beings, and yes, Sri Buddha gave importance to the moral lives of the people. Very good. Besides this, Sri Buddha gave also importance to ahimsa and one's own karma. We learn that Sri Buddha gave importance to the moral lives of the people. Buddha said that life is full of miseries and the cause of all suffering was human desire. Rather than ritualistic practices, Sri Buddha gave importance to the moral lives of the people. Buddhism spread fast within and outside India. From this chapter, we can see the main tenets of Buddhism. The three Pidakas, which comprises the main tenets of Buddhism, and the three Pidakas which is written in Pali language. The three Pidakas includes Vinaya Pidaka, Sutta Pidaka and Abhidhamma Pidaka, which comprises the main tenets of Buddhism. Then can you see the three things included in Tripidakas? Yes, Vinaya Pidaka, Sutta Pidaka and Abhidhamma Pidaka. The three Pidakas comprises the main tenets of Buddhism. Buddhism has made many contributions to Indian culture. Now, I will show you some pictures. From the pictures, you should find out the important contributions of Buddhism in groups. Then, can you say the important contributions of Buddhism? Yes, the administrative system of Sanghas which were formed for spreading Buddhism. Then, yes, Buddhism also contributed many caves, pillars, chaityas and viharas for spreading Buddhist teachings. And yes, the important universities like Nalanda, Taxila and Vikramshila were the key centers of education and Buddhist teachings. Besides this, Buddhism also played a major role in promoting trade and cultural relations between India and neighboring countries. The countries like Myanmar, China, Japan, Sri Lanka were the main centers of Buddhism. Gradually, Buddhism started to decline in its motherland. Here, we are going to see the important causes for the decline of Buddhism.
Buddhist teachings and ideologies failed to receive much support from later rulers. Split of Buddhism into Mahayana and Hinayana. The revival of the Vedic religion.
Can you see the important causes for the decline of Buddhism? Yes, we saw that Buddhist teachings and ideologies failed to receive much support from later rulers. Then, yes, the split of Buddhism. Buddhism was split into two sects, Mahayana and Hinayana. This separation of Buddhism also led to the decline of this religion. Then, yes, the revival of the Vedic religion. The revival of the Vedic religion also a cause that led to the decline of Buddhism. These are the important causes for the decline of the religion Buddhism. Now, I am going to ask some questions. What are the main tenets of Buddhism? Yes, Vinay Pedaka, Sutta Pedaka and Abhidhamma Pedaka. These are the three things included in three Pedakas, which is written in which language? Yes, Pali language. Then, can you say the important contributions of Buddhism? Yes, Buddhism formed many sanghas for spreading Buddhism. Then, yes, the important universities like Nalanda, Taxila and Vikramshila were the key centers of education and Buddhist teachings. Then, yes, Buddhism also built many caves, pillars, chaityas and viharas. These are the important contributions of Buddhism. Then, can you say the main causes for the decline of Buddhism? Yes, we learned that Buddhist teachings and ideologies failed to receive much support from later rulers. Then, yes, the separation of Buddhism. Buddhism was split into Mahayana and Hinayana. Then, yes, the revival of the Vedic religion. These are the important causes for the decline of the religion Buddhism. Now, we are going to see the other important religion, that is Jainism, influenced people during the 6th century BC. Vardhamana Mahavira, a contemporary of Sri Buddha, propagated the religion Jainism. According to the beliefs of Jains, there are 24 Tirthankaras and Mahavira was the 24th Tirthankara. Like Buddhism, Jainism also laid great importance on ahimsa. As in Buddhism, Jainism was against Vedic practices and caste system. Jainism brought radical changes in the Indian society. Vardhamana Mahavira advised the people to lead a right life by following the basic tenets of Jainism. From this chart, we can see the main tenets of Jainism. The main tenets of Jainism called Three Ratnas, which is also called the three jewels of Jainism. The three jewels are right knowledge, right belief and right action. It comprises the main tenets of Jainism, and the Jain saints were abstained from telling lies, killing, stealing and acquiring wealth. They followed a celibacy in life. This is all about the main tenets of Jainism. Now, I will show you some pictures. From the pictures, you should identify the main contributions of Jainism in groups. Then, what are the important contributions of Jainism? Yes, Jainism encouraged the construction of stone pillars, cave temples and statues. The best example for this is the statue of Gomadesha in Sravanabalgola in Karnataka. These are the important contributions of Jainism. Now, we are going to see the important causes for the decline of the religion Jainism.
Causes for the decline of Jainism: lack of royal patronage, separation of Jainism into Svetambaras and Digambaras, lack of efforts, spread of Buddhism.
Then, can you say the important causes for the decline of the religion Jainism? Yes, the lack of royal patronage. Then, yes, the separation of Jainism into two sects. Which are they? Yes, Svetambaras and Digambaras. This was the main cause for the decline of the religion Jainism. Then, yes, spread of Buddhism also a cause for the decline of the religion Jainism. These are the important causes for the decline of Jainism. And also, we can see some common features in both the religion Buddhism and Jainism. The followers of the both religion used the language Pali and Prakrit for propagating their ideologies. And Sri Buddha and Mahavira gave more importance on ahimsa and they against Vedic practices and caste system. These are some common features that we can see from both the religions. Now you have understood about Buddhism and Jainism. Now I am going to ask some questions. What are the important tenets of Jainism? Yes, right knowledge, right belief and right action. These are the important tenets of Jainism. Then, can you say the important contributions of Jainism? Yes, Jainism encouraged the construction of stone pillars. Yes, cave temples and statues. The statue of Gomadesha in Sravanabalgola in Karnataka is the best example for this. And can you say the important causes for the decline of the religion Jainism? Yes, we learned that lack of royal patronage and yes, the spread of Buddhism and the separation of Jainism. Which are they? Yes, Vedambaras and Digambaras are the main causes for the decline of the religion Jainism. Today, we discuss the topic Buddhism and Jainism and we learned that Sri Buddha founded the religion Buddhism. Sri Buddha laid great importance on ahimsa and we saw the main tenets of Buddhism. And the main tenets of Buddhism called the three Pedagas, which includes Vinaya Pedaga, Sutta Pedaga and Abhidhamma Pedaga. Later on, we saw the important contributions of Buddhism and the various causes for the decline of the religion Buddhism. And after, we saw the other important religion Jainism. And we learned that Vardhamana Mahavira, a contemporary of Sri Buddha, propagated the religion Jainism. And like Buddhism, Jainism also laid great importance on ahimsa and they against Vedic practices and caste system. And the main tenets of Jainism called Three Ratnas, which include right knowledge, right belief and right action. And after we saw the various contributions of Jainism and the main causes for the decline of the religion Jainism. And also we saw some common features in both the religion Buddhism and Jainism. The followers of Buddhism and Jainism used the common language Pali and Prakrit for propagating their ideologies, and also both the religion against Vedic practices and caste system. Now, I will give you an activity. Here, you can see a table. You should match the things in column A with the things in column B.
And the answers are
As a follow-up activity, you should list out the common features of Buddhism and Jainism. As an extension activity, you should